Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every Blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down.
What's up, everyone? What's up, everyone? I hope you guys are good. Welcome to yet another watch along. It is a double header, or double headed watch along, I should say. We will be discussing the different lineups for the different Chelsea teams. So presently, we know that in approximately 12 minutes or so, perhaps 11 minutes for more specification, we will be seeing the Chelsea men's match kicking off. And as you guys can see, let me change the layout of this so that you guys can perhaps see me better. Right, perfect. Hope you guys can also see the lineup properly. But this is the lineup. Hope you guys can see it. Perhaps the best thing you do, if you probably put it in full screen, you put the stream in full screen, you perhaps should be able to see me better, but and also see the lineup. So for the Chelsea men, quickly, so we can dive into the women's, because as I said, this is a double-headed stream. It's a double-headed watch-along stream. So let me just put this banner back up. Thank you guys. Thank you for the persons that have been waiting. They've been waiting for approximately 45 minutes and probably longer. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for deciding to support the channel. There's many channels out there doing watch alongs. There's many channels out there talking about the fixtures, the Chelsea men fixtures, the Chelsea women fixtures, whichever one it is. So I thank each and every one of you guys for coming in and deciding to support the Chelsea Sessions movement and to be a part of the Chelsea Sessions family. We are a community. We're trying to grow together, grow further, and this is a caring community. We care for the supporters. We care for those who decide to take part in watching our streams, watching what we're doing. And I want to thank you guys, 8 people watching right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking part in such a thing like this, which is to support the channel. But now that I have done the housekeeping, let me go back to speaking about the starting 11 for the Chelsea men's team before we get quickly into discussing the Chelsea women, starting 11. So for the men's team, we have Robert Sanchez, who is starting. This is an option that many people are very disappointed to see, which honestly I can understand. Is a case where we've seen that, in terms of when Sanchez has played in the past, he has been problematic in terms of his distribution. Now, some people say that Sanchez starting is not a bad thing because Jorgensen may be good, but he hasn't been good enough to say, okay, he's definitely going to bench Sanchez, which is, in all fairness, understandable. I get it. His ball distribution is not bad. Sanchez's ball distribution isn't entirely bad. Sometimes he does crack under pressure, and that is the biggest concern more than anything, I'm sure. And any fan would tell you that that is their concern and nothing else. So, additionally, we also see that Wesley Fofana automatically comes in. We were briefed, you were informed that he could participate with the team very soon. And it appears now that that is the case as Maresca has opted to put him into the team immediately, which, in a sense, if you guys look at on the bench, we'll discuss the bench and the substitute options. We realize that he is most likely going to be starting in terms of the flat starting position before everything happens in terms of the team getting the ball, attacking, and all of that. We will probably see a three at the back structure. And the funny thing is that all those three of the four defenders that are playing are centre backs. So we can utilize our three at the back with centre backs, when we go into applying our tactical formation or the setup in terms of when we have the ball, when we don't have the ball, and what it looks like. So we have Wesley Fofana who will be starting on the right side as the quote unquote right back, the full back on the right. Tosin Adebayo will be the right-sided centre back in terms of 4-2-3-1 structure. Levi Colby on that left-hand side. I believe that's the best side to have him because he's better with his left foot. Kukurea will be the left back, which is no surprise. Caicedo, who is starting this match in the double pivots, in the 4-2-3-1 structure, of course, on the right-hand side as well. Enzo, who is captaining the team today in the absence of Reece James, also there to pair him in that double pivot. Neto is there, and Neto's position is one that would be very interesting, and you'll probably understand why I say that when I get into speaking about that attack particularly. Cole Palmer is also starting. Sancho will ideally be on that left-hand side, and then Nkunku, in terms of the 4-2-3-1 structure and ideally what you'd think, Nkunku would be the one that is in the middle, quote unquote, in the 4-2-3-1. But as we've seen in most recent games, especially Copenhagen, obviously Neto did not start that match, or I don't think he played, if I'm not mistaken. If anybody in the chat remembers, in terms of the Chelsea men's side, and you're here to watch you in regards to the Chelsea men, if you can tell me if Neto came on, I cannot recall. I doubt he did. But what we have seen in recent Premier League matches and other matches is that Neto, ideally, he sits in that middle section and then the interchanges. Sometimes he Cole Palmer coming in from that central side and he goes slightly drifted to that right hand side. And we see that interchangeability, I should say, where Neto is then shifting over to his left, coming central, and we see Palmer interchanging, going to that right hand side as the right attacking midfielder or right winger, if you don't want to use that. And then we see Sancho obviously sticking to that side, trying to do some showboating, try to get past players and then make passes, and then Kukurea linking up with him, because I believe that Sancho and Kukurea have a partnership that has worked in some games. Other games, not so much. Sancho has had his up and down in terms of performances as well throughout the season. But that is in regards to that. So I believe that it will be a case where we see a three at the back structure. Let me see if I can quickly show this. We have 5 minutes before the Chelsea men game kicks off, and then I'll speak about the women's team quickly as well. Let me share this tab quickly. So this is for you guys to have a documentation or a visualization of what I'm trying to say. So we know that Wesley Fofana is back in. So we put this three centre backs in this area right in front of Sanchez. Kukurea will come up here. I have the players in the wrong position here. Right. So this is the application that we'd expect in terms of on paper and prediction, but Neto could ideally go up here. And then we see Kukurea. So let's put these players up here. And probably this would be the better documentation of what we could perhaps see. And then we could see Nkunku drifting to the left as well. Neto here, Palmer coming here, and then we could see Kukurea and Sancho here, and then we see that this allows Kukurea to support the midfield here, making it a three-man protection in the absence of Lavia, who is on the bench but is not able to start immediately in the case of Fofana. And then you were able to see this, and it could perhaps become like this. We could see this at some intervals. We could see Nkunku and Palmer interchanging, and we see this instead, and then it then becomes a 3-3-2-2. And that is something that perhaps you guys are not really keen with. Casado obviously can come here, and this could become a five structure, and then we have this here, and you could have a 5-3-2. Obviously, that is a feasible way that we could see this. As I said, Palmer and Nkunku could also interchange as well. So that is my belief as to what I think could happen. Let me just quickly set this back to a structure that ideally represents showing a 4-2-3-1 structure. Just bear with me here. That this is that, this is Palmer here, and Kungo here, Neto here, and Sancho here. It's not the greatest because in terms of setting it back the way it was, but yeah. So let's quickly go to the women's side now quickly. So the women's team is this. So it's starting 11 for the women's side is this. So Hannah Hampton, the goalkeeper, number 24 is starting in goal. We're seeing Lawrence. Ashley Lawrence, number 12, is starting on that ideally right-hand side. As we can see with the starting 11s, we tend to see that both Chelsea media, in terms of men and women, they ideally put out the lineup from right to left. So Lawrence will ideally be on that right-hand side. Millie Bright, who signed a contract extension to stay at the club until 2026, ideally, is going to also be one of the centre backs. We know Nathaniel, oh my word, forgive me. The pronunciation of the name sometimes gets the best of me, but I'm just going to say Beyond. I'm not going to try to say her first name. I struggle with her first name, but Beyond is also starting. We know Sandy Baltimore will also be starting as well. Erin Cuthbert, Vika Captain, is also starting. Micah Hamano is also coming to the team as well. So you get the start. We see Lauren James, who's going to also be starting, number 10. And then we have Katarina Marcalio, who is also starting, number 9. And Aji Beaver Jones starts. Now on the bench, we have Spencer, an acquisition, a last minute acquisition due to the injury and also of the goalkeeper that Chelsea women would have had. Her not being available, injuries. It was a crisis situation, and it was a last-ditch effort to get a goalkeeper, as we know that Vuskovic is obviously, she announced that she's pregnant, so obviously she cannot participate in the Chelsea women's team presently. Now we're 1 minute away, or 30 plus, less than a minute away from the Chelsea men's game kicking off, but we see Lucy Bruns is also on the bench. We see Niam Charles also on the bench. Suko Newskin is also on the bench. She's starting from the bench. We have Brown as well. Jean Francois is also there. Mia Fischel is also on the bench, which is a positive because Mia Fischel would have picked up an injury last year in February, an ACL injury, and it's good to see that she's back. And then we have Johanna Lichtenkander, who is also on the bench, and Merla Ramirez also makes the bench as well. So that is the Chelsea women's selection, the team for the Chelsea women. Hope you guys are well. 5 people watching. Let me know you guys' thoughts on both lineups. Let me know what you guys are doing as well. I would love to hear your thoughts. And now it's time for the men's game to kick off. So let us see what will happen with this match. But thank you guys for watching. 5 people watching, 7 people watching, no likes. Thank you guys so much. Hope you guys are doing well. But yeah, this is the lineup for the Chelsea men's team. And then let me go quickly back to the men's team for those who are joining in terms of watching the Chelsea men versus Leicester City men in the Premier League. And we obviously know that the women's team are facing off against Crystal Palace in the Adobe Women's FA Cup quarterfinals match. This is a match to qualify for the semi-finals and to be in the last, the last four, and hopefully they will go on to make it to the finals and hopefully win it. As Sonia Bombasta, I should say, will be looking to get as much trophies, get enough silverware as possible in her first season as Chelsea Women's head coach, manager, whichever terminology you want to use for that. But yes, I want to just quickly share some key information about what is going on in terms of the women's team. Um, I'm sure anybody who's here in terms of the Chelsea women, or if you are a subscriber, based on the fact that I've made content on the Chelsea women's team more than the men's team in recent time, you will know that, and I'm sharing it now. This is according to Chelsea Stats, who is stating this, which is also factual as well. We can see the proof. Chelsea women are the only team left in Europe's top five leagues to remain unbeaten in all competitions so far this season. And we see the results to the right of a picture of Sonia Pastor with the most, the results showing that Chelsea got a 1-0 win over Aston Villa in recent time. Crystal Palace, which is also the opponent in the FA Cup quarterfinals, got trashed 7-0 by Sonia Bumper's Chelsea in a very close match and a very hard for it to win. Chelsea came out 3-2 winners. We see that, and as you go down the list, you are able to see all the results that have shown that they've been undefeated. They've not lost a match. It doesn't say that they've not drawn a match, but they've not lost a match. They've dropped points here and there, especially in recent fixtures in the WSL, which is something that Sonia Bumper has said that she's disappointed to see has happened. But at the end of the day, they're still top of the table and they're hoping for a good outcome as things go there. Ha 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 ha. Big up Chiranzi says, I thought you were not doing men's matches anymore. Well, I said that it makes no sense to not do this since it's a case where both teams will be playing around the same time. Obviously, the men's match has started already. So obviously, yeah. But I just said that it would make no sense not to do that. I'll be very spiteful if I know full and well that the Chelsea men are playing before the Chelsea women's team, and they're going to be going on during the same time. Obviously, the men's team starts 30 minutes before the women's match. So I said, why not? Let me do it for the sake of it. I'm kind of divorced myself from the Chelsea men's, fixtures. I still watch it, but in terms of talking about it, I don't really do that as much anymore. But yeah, Chelsea women are a market that I'm investing in because at the end of the day, they're a good team. They're a team that is well drilled, a team that's filled with experience, a team filled with a lot of excitement, a lot of positivity, and a team that knows the pathway that they want to go on, and they have a top-notch coach. She's an excellent replacement for Emma Hayes, and she has proven, this is debatable for some, that she is somewhat better than Emma Hayes, which at the same time we can say that Sonia Bumper starts having a similar situation to what Jurgen Klopp and Arne Slot has had in terms of that. All right, no problem. Yeah, I couldn't see away, man. I'm a Chelsea fan at the end of the day. So, I can't, as much as I'm upset at the Chelsea men, I love the club. I've been a fan for over 10 years. So obviously I have to, it's difficult to not support them despite how pissed I am at them. But yeah, that's the case. I have to support them no matter what. But yeah, Chelsea women's match starts in about 25 minutes. For the persons here that are joining and they thought that they could watch the women's match here, the positive thing that I can share with you is that the FA Cup quarterfinal match will be streamed live on the Adobe W FA Cup page or the Adobe Women's FA Cup YouTube channel. You can go over there, but ensure that you leave a like here first, and you can come back at halftime as we'll discuss that match as well. I'm still trying to finalize a way so that I can show both score lines or show what's going on in terms of scoreline at the same time simultaneously. I have struggled to find that way presently, But what I will do is that I'll give you guys timely updates as to what the current scores are at different intervals for both teams. I will show the current score for one of the matches, depending on what it is, and we'll interchange and I'll share the screen in terms of what's going on in one match, and I'll tell you what's going on in the other match as well. So I will ideally use live score to show the ongoings of what's going on in the men's match. I will be watching both, but I'll be focusing mostly on the women's team. So let's get over to the men's match that's presently 6 minutes in. Leicester City are currently on the attack. Let me just quickly share this so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. So yeah, I hope you guys can see it. Okay, so Leicester City just had a shot on target. So for now, until the women's match starts, I will be focusing solely on the men's match because it makes no sense. Well, as I said before, and for those who are joining now, if you're just tuning in once more, let me just refresh your memory or inform me if you've not gotten to see the lineup for the women's team. The starting 11 for the women's team is as follows. Hannah Hampton is starting in goal. We have Lawrence, who's starting as right back. We have Millie Bright, who's starting as a centre back, and she's ideally the captain as well. Nathaniel Bion. I don't know why her first name gives me a difficult time to pronounce, but Bion is also starting in the centre back role. Sandy Baltimore is also starting as well. Erin Cuthbert is also starting in the midfield alongside Vika captain. Hamano is also starting. Lauren James, Macalio, Beaver Jones is also starting the attack as well. And on the bench, we have Rebecca Spencer, the goalkeeper that was signed unknown, who interestingly enough was at Chelsea briefly before she went off to Tottenham Hotspurs. So she's on the bench. Lucy Bronze, obviously, a signing that we know that she hasn't started matches in terms of recent time consistently, but she's on the bench. Liam Charles is also there as well. Sue Newskin is also on the bench. Brown is also there. John Francois is also there. We have Mia Fischel, who is finally back in the squad and on the bench. So she could potentially come off the bench and take part in this Chelsea women match. So we'll see what happens there. Johanna Litton Canada is also on the bench, and Mera Ramirez also makes the bench. The Colombian, should yeah, I think I hope I have not given her the wrong nationality. Sometimes the nationalities and I are not friends, but yeah, the Colombian striker footballer is also on the bench. She is starting from the bench today. We'll see how her participation goes as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate it. I'm not able to see the likes and see what the likes are like, but 3 people watching right now. Thank you guys for deciding to tune in and remain here with me. I appreciate the support. But yeah, right now Chelsea are in possession. The men's match is underway presently. So as I said before, when we get to the when it gets to, well, for the UK time, when it gets to 2:30, my focus will be solely on the women's team, and I will be keeping you guys updated as to what's going on in the women's team. Chelsea are in the attack here. Come on, Chelsea. Let's see what's gonna happen here. It's not been the greatest. It's been a slow start from the Chelsea men's team so far. Leicester City are defending and keep trying to keep Chelsea at bay presently, and it's working. So far, it's a strategy that is working for Leicester City, but Chelsea are still finding a way to retain possession. Slow build up and all that is still the situation presently. But yeah, that is the case. All right. Just want to take the time to encourage you guys as well, as we're in the period of speaking about the Chelsea women's team as well, to ensure that you if you're new, if you just stumbled upon this was in a recommendation as a stream. I just want to take the time to invite you guys, if you haven't already, to subscribe, and also while you're at it, ensure that you check out the Chelsea FC Women's Player Profile Series playlist that is on the channel, where I do analysis. I analyze, I give you a breakdown of what the Chelsea women players are about, so that you can have an understanding of what to expect from them when you watch them play, and understand their strengths, their weaknesses, among other things. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in as well to the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, as I said before, once more, in about 90 minutes or less, we'll be focusing solely on the women's team, and I'll give you guys updates as to what's going on in the men's game. What I could ideally do as well is keep the live score visualization of what's going on in the men's game, so that if persons want to see what's going on, keeping up with the play-by-play of what's going on in the Chelsea men's game, you can see it by just simply looking at the screen. I can't show you the match because of copyright reasons. I would This channel will get taken on if I do so. So instead, you can just see the visualization to keep an update as to what's going on. But as I said before, the women's game will be the match that I'll be focusing on mostly, as the market I'm really investing in right now is the women's team, because the women's team is more insightful to me. It's a team that is more so the more interesting one of the two, of the Chelsea men and women's team. So ideally that's the case. But presently what I'm seeing right now is that it's been a very slow start so far. Chelsea men are having a difficult time, breaking past the Leicester City defense. They have to be going back and forth, and it's not really working for them the way that perhaps they would have wanted. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. But yeah, appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I appreciate the support. It's always good to to see the support that the channel constantly gets. It's really, really appreciated. I'm a person that always ensures that I let the supporters know that they are appreciated, because I've always said this, and I'll continue to say it. Without the support of you guys, the channel would be nothing. And if you guys did not see the need to support the channel, then I would just be sitting here talking to myself. So I appreciate the support. It really goes a long way to really appreciate that the channel is growing, and it's really good. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Um, and I hope you guys will enjoy the stream. I hope it will be one. And if of course you have any suggestion as to how I can make the stream better, I'm open to suggestions, and I will take them into consideration, and I'll see what I can do in that sense. So thank you guys once more. But yeah, focusing on what's going on presently, the match still slow, a bit lackluster, very much of a snooze fest. Presently, the Chelsea men versus the Leicester City men. So yeah, it's been a snooze fest so far. But I don't know what's going on. Let me know what you guys, those who are just watching, let me know what you think so far. If you're watching the Chelsea men's match, what do you think about the match so far? What do you think could be better? What do you think is the issue as to why we haven't been able to get a goal yet? What Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you okay with the current strategy where we're trying to just take a slow approach, not trying to rush it, not trying to make ourselves prone to be hit by a counter, trying to keep a solid shape? Let me know what you guys think. All right. Hope you guys are enjoying the match so far. For those who are watching the men's match, and once I'm gonna just give this reminder. In about 40 minutes, I will be switching my attention to the women's match. But for now, I'm keeping my eyes only on the men's match. Chelsea on the attack presently. Slow build up once more. We're seeing that Cole Palmer and Neto, as I would have said before the match, we're seeing that interchangeability. We're seeing Nkunku's role being not more so that of a centralized player. He is central at a few times, but he's also going wide to that left hand side, sometimes to the right. Cole Palmer trying his best to be a part of it. He's had somewhat of a slump. His performances have dropped significantly in recent times. And it's concerning to a lot of people. And fair enough. I understand why that would be the case. It's very concerning as to what's going on. I think he needs to be benched, not because he's not good enough, but I think he needs that break. And unfortunately, we don't really have an ideal option that if you take him out of the team, and you bring somebody else in, you have that assurance or that affirmation that that player will be able to do a lot, or do what Kopama when he's in a good setup, or a good place in terms of form will be giving you. That is the problem. However, I think he needs to just to get that time to take a break, be on the bench, and slowly get back into that groove, because I think he's really having a difficult time in terms of performances. He's missing. He usually hits the target, even doesn't score. He's shooting wide in recent times, so that's a concern. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Cole Palmer's little bad form presently. He's been struggling even in the Conference League. So how you guys feel about that? Do you think that he needs a break? What do you guys think is the best form of action for him? Let me know what you guys think. I'd love to hear from you. Oh, mistake here by Leicester City. Chelsea have a chance here to score. Oh my word. Wow. All right, Chelsea still have the possession here. As you guys can see, they're a very dangerous part of Leicester City's defense. So, come on. Need to get a goal, man. Need to get a goal. Let us put a foot down. Let us start to command this match. And also, there's a key thing. There was a penalty shot in the match that I should have mentioned. That is my bad. I should have done that. Yeah, there's a penalty shot that would have occurred in the match that I probably should have mentioned, and I didn't. But let's see what will happen here. Oh, penalty's been given to Chelsea. Interesting. Right. So as you guys can probably tell, I'm about a minute or so behind. So please forgive me. A penalty has been awarded to Chelsea. Let's see what happens. Chelsea have the opportunity to go in front here and gets the chance here. Jadon Sancho was the victim here. Okay, I don't think that was a penalty though, but I mean, I don't know about that. I don't think that's a penalty. I don't think that there's enough contact to say that that's a penalty. But I'm not gonna complain. I am all about fairness though. So um, Cole Palmer has the ball in hand. Let's see what happens here. Cole Palmer has the funny enough, I suppose people Cole Palmer for a good 5 minutes, and now he has the opportunity to score from the spot. Will he be able to convert? Let's see what happens. Cole Palmer on the screen. The last five penalties he has scored. Let's see if he will score today as well. Right. Cole Palmer here. Getting ready to take the penalty. Oh, wow. Oh, my word. Wow. Oh, my. It does not end positively here for him. That's very unfortunate here. Cole Palmer basically just literally confirming what I'm saying. He's really in a bad place in terms of form right now. And, even from the spot, he has struggled. This is concerning. Oh, my word. This is very much concerning. The goalkeeper saves it. Leicester City are able to save it. Yeah, Cole Palmer is really not in a good place right now, man. It's very much concerning, man. Wow. Are they? It looks as if they're saying that there's potentially some encroachment here. I believe that's what they're trying to argue, that there's encroachment, but that argument will not stand. Just like I said, Palmer. Well, that's unfortunate. Mads Hermansen for Leicester City saved the penalty, and Cole Palmer proves that he continues to prove that he's human, and his penalty has been saved. Wow, nothing's going Cole Palmer's way right now. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I don't think it was ever a penalty. I think Sancho went down a little bit too easy, but yeah, fair enough, I guess. But Chelsea have to go again. I don't have to try to find a way to get a goal. Another way. Let's see what will happen there. All right, we are approximately 5 minutes and some seconds away from me switching my focus to the Chelsea women's match. But it really is unfortunate for Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer really needs a goal, and unfortunately, it's not coming for him right now. He needs that for momentum. He needs it for his confidence. He needs it to that belief in himself. But it won't be a penalty. Maybe it's a positive side. Maybe you'll get a goal from open play rather than it being from a set piece situation and from a dead ball scenario. But let's see what happens here for sure. Let's see what will happen here for sure. Let's just sit here on the attack, they're very much confident, and you can't blame them, after this them. Can they? can they cause an upset here? A lot of people are saying that they expect Chelsea to win this match. So let's see. power there's a power cut a while ago. Unfortunately, I lost connection. But yeah, we move. So the women's match has kicked off now. So as promised, I'll now be focusing on the women's match. No, going forward, I will be sharing the screen again for the men's match, so that for those people who will be joining here to joining the watch along, they'll be able to see what's going on while I focus on that. But thank you to the two persons that, despite such a moment of uncertainty, were willing to stay. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Man. This is greatly appreciated. My connection is now a bit unstable, so unfortunately there is a problem in terms of keeping it stable. So sometimes my audio may go out at different intervals, but it's time to watch the Crystal Palace versus Chelsea, or Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. It'll be a kids medal um match for the quarterfinals. It's not a good look here. I can't see who's down, but presently Chelsea women's player is down. I I'm not able to see who it is though. I'm trying to see if I can see the number on the shorts, but it's not working out, unfortunately. But yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, that looks like it's. Oh, it's not even a. Okay, my apologies. It's not even a women's. It's not a Chelsea women's player. It's a Crystal Palace player. Um, yeah. All right. So yeah, we go there from there now. Right. So I'm on Chelsea. Both teams are playing at right now, so let's see what happens. Chelsea men are on the attack right now, still trying to get a goal, trying to break the deadlock. We're approximately 6 minutes into the Chelsea women's match as well. As I stated before, it's for the semi-final spot in the Adobe Women's FA Cup. Chelsea women are currently in possession. And they're in on goal here. Oh, good defending by Crystal Palace. Ajibiva Jones is forced wide, and it's well defended by Crystal Palace here. Ajibiva Jones did well there. She was able to maneuver away and get across into the box, but it is stopped by Crystal Palace's defense as they try to ensure that they cannot concede a goal. But it is now a corner for Chelsea men. Oh, shot blocked here. Looks like Hamano took a shot there, and it's blocked. Chelsea regroup again. They try to go again. On the men's side, Leicester City are currently the ones with possession, but Chelsea men currently have the possession as they try to get an early goal here, try to get a command on the match as quickly as possible. Ed Cuthbert makes a cross into the box. Sandy Baltimore tried to get there, too much on that pass, and it goes out for a goal kick. Right, so as you guys know, we're approximately 7 minutes away from halftime in the Premier League match, Chelsea versus Leicester City. It's not a good look so far. Chelsea have not been able to get a goal. That's be concerning for a lot of people. Um, let's see what will happen there. Chelsea will be back on the attack here. Macalio. Oh, good header. It just goes just too high. Beaver Jones with a header, but it just goes over the top of the goal. No threat at all to the goalkeeper for Crystal Palace. Let me see if I can find the name of the goalkeeper because I don't think it's a fair thing to be saying goalkeeper and not specifying who it is. So see, men are back on the attack again. As I said before, we're approximately 6 minutes plus added time, of course, from halftime. Right. All right. Beaver Jones is dispossessed here. Macalio does a little quick turn. Hamano Ashley Lawrence trying to run into space there. Crystal Palace able to and Crystal Palace are making the little passes here. It's a deflection, takes it into the path of Crystal Palace again. And then back on the attack here. Millie Bryce is going woman to woman. I almost said man to man, but yeah, she gets the ball there, try to get it to Sandy Baltimore. It doesn't work out. Crystal Palace still in possession here as they try to get in. Anna Hampton has that door and it's safe. And the threat has been said. We are coming up to the 10th minute in the Chelsea women's match. And on the men's side, they're still yet to score a goal as we approach half time. 5 minutes plus added time to go. There's a good opportunity here. A good over the top pass here by Caicedo to Kukurea. Neto tried to get a foot to it, wasn't able to. It's been a very much of a snooze fest in this match so far with Chelsea. They've not found a way or had opportunity to really, make a claim in this match to say that we will win this match. They've had shots, they've had opportunities. Obviously, we know that penalty miss is one thing that will be mentioned a lot at halftime. Um, a few, I believe that some persons will be joining me at halftime to speak about the men's team. We'll see what happens there. But yeah, those women one more had an opportunity here. It's cleared by Crystal Palace again. 3 minutes plus added time before half time for the men's match. Still yet to get a goal. You're having a laugh. Yeah, as I was saying, guys, I don't know what's going on. I keep losing connection, unfortunately, and yeah, but it happens from time to time. We move. Issues will continue to persist, but that will not be a problem for me. I will not let it affect the stream in terms of yeah, we're into added time here as we approach halftime for the men's match. 3 minutes into the stoppage time. See here, both matches are nil-nil. We'll see which there's no half time in the men's match. Let's see what will happen. Ayo. Right, so Right. So as I said before, I'm having some connection problems. I don't know what's going on. But like I said, it's halftime now in the men's match, so it's my attention will be focusing on the women's match during this period where the approximately 3 minutes into the break here. But let's focus on the women's match. I shared a link with some individuals that perhaps may want to come on to give their thoughts during this halftime period. So I'll see who joins, give their thoughts. I've had a uphill battle in terms of watching both matches in a way that I can analyze to see what I can give as an overall thought about the match. However, at the end of the day, I'll see if anybody comes on to share their thoughts, give their input as to what they've seen, what has been positive, if there's been anything positive, what could be better, what needs to change going into the second half for the men's team. But currently, we're 24 minutes in, 25 minutes into the women's match, the FA Cup quarterfinals match, Chelsea women versus Crystal Palace. Still goalless. Chelsea are actively trying to get that opening goal to break the deadlock. However, so far nothing has been happening for them in that attempt. But it's positive signs nonetheless. Things could perhaps bright get better. I have to say that. So we'll see what happens. So there's still 45 minutes to go in the men's match. But my prediction was 3-0. It's not impossible at this juncture, but it's somewhat looking unlikely unless Leicester City implode in some weird way. Let me see what will happen there. So yeah, let's see if anything happens. Presently, still 0-0 in the men's match, halftime. Chelsea women's match is still goalless, 26 minutes in. As I said before, big up to you, Garvin. From the men's fierce fight to the women's game. Let me just take this time as well to share this excellent song that I ended up getting my hands on.
Oh, yeah, yeah. In Stamford Bridge, where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh, Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every blue that From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea sessions, we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fighting to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done.
This part of the song is this part though.
So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done.
Love it. Fantastic song. You know, you guys think about that lovely song. So I'm gonna share an interesting thing with you. It's obviously AI generated in terms of the music, but I actually wrote that. So let me know what you guys think about it. It's now gonna be a theme song for the channel as well. So yeah, 2025 is gonna be a different year. But let's go. Chelsea women have gotten a goal here. But it's offside. Beaver Jones puts the goal between the legs of the Crystal Palace goalkeeper. However, it has been chalked off as offside as the build-up involved an offside as well. So we are approximately, let me see if I can do the maths here. Yeah, so basically the second half should be starting soon for the men's match. Approximately 3 minutes from now, the match will resume for the men's team. So let's see what happens there. I must give it to Ruud van Nistelrooy. He has found a way to keep Chelsea at bay. We've really struggled, and he spoke about it in his press conference for this match. That he watched the Copenhagen match. He watched the slow build up that obviously was being utilized by Chelsea against Copenhagen. And they've found a way to stay deep at perfect times and then try to hit Chelsea on the counter. That has been the approach that I have seen in the part of the match that I did end up getting to view. without having the technical difficulties that I'm currently having. So, as you guys can see here, it's still half time. Macaulay is having a difficult time here. She's been fouled, and Ashley Lawrence has the ball now for Chelsea women. Mika Captain makes a crossfield pass into Lauren James, who spots the run of Sandy Baltimore across into the box, cleared by Crystal Palace here. Crystal Palace have the possession now as we approach the 35th minute of the match. Try to keep the ball in, it goes out for a throw to Chelsea. Couple seconds away from the resumption of the second half of the Premier League match between Chelsea and Leicester City. Let's see what will happen here. Right. Big up to you, Danzy. What's your thoughts on the first half?
Yeah, big up, tight.
Leicester City
Big up,
versus
everyone.
Chelsea versus Leicester.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
disappointing. We're not 1-0 up, obviously. I think that would helped a lot and would probably open the game up even more second half and probably would run away with it. But now it's a little bit more complicated. They've got a little bit to play for still to go. Leicester. In saying that, we have enough, and we're playing pretty good. We're going forward pretty well. It's just about really that last final, converting those chances and just a little bit more that final ball, that final decision there. We're a bit stuck there what to do, but we're not playing too bad. We're playing pretty well.
Yeah, fair enough. Looking at the stats here, it says shots on target 4. Obviously, one of those shots. Well, I'm assuming that one of those shots would have been the Cole Palmer saved the penalty, and so approximately 8 shots have been attempted. So, what would you say would be needed in this second half, which has kicked off now? What would you say needs to change? What would you expect to see differently?
I don't think much to change really. We're on the front foot. We got possession. We're pinning them back. They're not really creating chances. They had one chance where obviously Sanchez had to do his IQ moment. He didn't do much in the whole game, and then we nearly conceded because of a moment from him. Look, we just keep playing the same way. We just keep pushing forward. We don't have too many options on the bench, attacking options, that is. So we just have to keep going, and hopefully we'll get a goal. If we get that first goal, they'll have to come out a lot more, and then I think that will open up quite a bit for us. It's just that first goal, very, very important, obviously, to get that first goal.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Chelsea have a corner now. But I mean, yeah, this started off the second half relatively well. I mean, they're on the attack immediately, 2 minutes in. So that's a positive thing. And as you said, in terms of looking at the approach that's been there, as you said, and it's the same old story. Getting into that final third, no problem, but converting is the area that it really continues to be a problem for Chelsea.
We haven't had that many clear chances, to be honest. They've defended pretty well, to be honest. The crosses across, they've defended pretty well, so they've done well in that regards. But yeah, when I saw Palmer rolling up for a penalty kick, I'm like, he's missing this penalty kick. I don't know why. I just had a feeling he's missing this penalty kick. And then when I saw him, the way he's running up to it, his body was all closed up, and he's just looking down, and I'm like, he's missing this penalty kick. It's not his usual self. And yeah, he missed, unfortunately. He needs to get into the game a little bit more. It's a shame he missed it, because I think if he scores one goal, he'll get back to his best. He's very much a confidence player. So I think if he gets one, he'll be very good. But yeah, we really need to get him back into that form, and he needs to snap at it.
Yeah, it's what I have been arguing is that I think, well, at this point, what would have been a good thing to do was to be able to give him that chance to, you know, not to see bench him, but give him that time, or out of the team, so that he can get back into a proper headspace, because I don't think he's really in a good headspace. I saw the Copenhagen match and he looked very much disinterested. As you said, he's not really been involved in this match as much. He doesn't look. He does. I don't know. As you said, I'm not sure if it's confidence, but as you said, when he was running up to take the penalty, he didn't look confident. He looks very nervy. When I looked at his face as well, and the run up was unconvincing. He did not look like he believed that he'd even get the ball beyond the goalkeeper. So that is a concern. I think
Yeah,
we needed to have somebody else to at least compete with him, or at least be able to give him that chance to be on the bench,
there's
give
no
him
one else,
some time, let him
unfortunately.
come up. Yeah.
There's no
So
one else.
yeah.
You have
So
to
that's the
play him.
unfortunate
There's no
aspect.
other choice. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah. Look,
unfortunate.
look, look.
Uh,
Quality player. It's just needs to turn it around, and once he hits that first goal again, I think he's going to go on another run. He's going to be really good because once he's in high confidence, like he's pretty unstoppable. So yeah, it's just snapping out of it. And all players of his quality like that, they go through these runs. It's not something, especially young when you're that young. So look, it's yeah a little bit of a worry now that it's been 6 or 7 games now. It's gone a little bit over the 5 game mark, but he's still got the quality. He just needs to just snap out of it and just be a bit more, even more confident. Because even when he's getting the ball at his feet, you see he's not really trying to take the man on. He's just turning back and then sort of passing it a sideways or back. He's not really. Before he would get that ball, he'll automatically know his next move and he will take that player on, try to put it through his legs. Really, really, confident and yeah. But now you're not seeing that from him. Even the Copenhagen game and this game, he's not really trying that. He's really, yeah, he's playing it safe. So definitely you can see his confidence is very low. And we saw it in the last couple of games. He's suffering. Even at the end of the game, you saw he wasn't happy. So he's suffering. It's not like he doesn't care. He's suffering. He knows. But look, it's just a matter of time. I think he'll snap out of it. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's this game. It's still quite a lot. I wouldn't be surprised if he still gets the winning goal and, he snaps out of it, hopefully.
yeah, I mean, it's like you said. It's unfortunate, as you said, that when I saw him stepping up to take the penalty, I did not believe he was going to score, because you can see he's having a confidence problem. As you just mentioned, two aspects of it. When he gets the ball, he's not doing what the customary Coupon would do, which is to take on the player, try to do a little tricky here and get beyond the player and progress with the ball. He's turning backwards. He's passed the ball sideways. That is the first sign of that a player is not confident, and that he
Yeah,
needs
yeah,
a break, but he can't even get that break because we have nobody who can play there. So I don't know what's gonna happen with him, but yeah, as you said, he could still get a goal in this match, and everything could change. But yeah, as you said, if he gets that one goal, there's no doubt that it will be likely that he will be able to continue getting goals, and that he will start to regain that confidence and perhaps start to perform better, be more involved in the matches.
yeah, yeah. True. Yeah. Look. Yeah. I think, especially in the last 2 games, two games, that was very noticeable for me. Yeah, the not really taking a man on as much and just turning back, passing it, and then yeah, laying it off basically. So yeah, look, we'll hope and see. But he's too good. He's got too much quality for this to go on for much longer. So I'm very confident that he'll turn it around. He's just too good of a player. And once he clicks back into form, I think he'll be fine. Not too worried about it. I don't think he's tired either. He doesn't play like sort of he used to, where he's really defending that much, especially the last sort of few games. Doesn't really defend it at all, really. Like he's more attacking, more forward, not really tracking back. So there's not isn't he's when you play that position, that 10 there where he plays, it's really just offensive more than defensive. So he's not really getting tired at all, really, to be honest. I used to play that position when I played sort of later on in my career. I played that position. So yeah, if you play that position, you're playing against teams that are not, constantly under pressure. You don't get tired during the game at all. Even after, recovery is simple. You can play basically 3 days later. I can play again. You can play again, no problem. It's like you're not really exerting yourself. You're not running that many Ks. You're not, you know what I mean? So I don't think he's tired. I don't think it's nothing to do with that. I think it's just confidence and form. That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the case. I don't think he's tired, but I don't know if you noticed this, but even in that match against Copenhagen, I think I don't think he shaved, because I think he had facial hair on. It looked like a person that, like they're in a very low place in their life. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a case where he just decided not to shave, or just a case of, it's just a sign that, he's really not confident right now. And
I didn't even know he can grow a facial hair, to be honest. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I didn't even
he's
know.
one of those that doesn't really grow facial hair, from what I see.
Yeah, so I was surprised when I saw it. I was saying, "Wow."
A bit unkept, you mean? Normally, his hair's perfect. Tries to get his hair always fixing it, and I know what you mean. Yeah. So, he's probably thinking too much about it. I think he's one of those guys that would like be obsessed that he's not doing well, and he's just like thinking and just not worrying about other things. But that's the wrong way to look at it, because that just puts you more deeper in that hole. But he'll learn that as he gets older with experience. He'll learn that that's not the way to do it. But I think you're right. Yeah, I think like you said, a little bit of facial hair there. You don't see that from him being unkept. His hair wasn't perfect. Yeah, I know what you mean. So I think that's part of it as well. I think he's overthinking it, and he's putting so much pressure on himself. And yeah, I think that's definitely part of it as well. But he'll learn. He'll learn with experience. It's not a problem. He'll snap out of it.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the thing, that tends to happen with persons who are very quiet, and also persons that, especially with the season that he had last season, he was a vital player for Chelsea. So he's gonna believe that pressure is on him to deliver, which by some persons that is the expectation, because it's gonna be a case of under the former manager, he was the key player for him. So a new manager, will that be the case? Will he be able to get the same numbers? Will that be the case? Because he will see it, and he's aware of the fact that a lot is expected for him to follow up a season like that, contesting with Erling Haaland until the latter parts of the season for the Golden Boot, and he just about missed out on it as well. So when you have a type of season like that, it's difficult for you to not get into your head. And even what he said, I don't know which match it was, but I think it was when he won. He said something about or was it a loss? I don't know. I don't know what match it was or what the result was. But he said something about he'll be back soon or something like that. So it showed that he's thinking about it. He said, okay, other people scored. I didn't get a goal, but I'll be back. I'm happy that my teammates were able to get
100%
a goal and all that. So yeah, those are the signs of a player that like it's playing on his mind that, oh, everybody else is scoring and I can't. And we saw it Copenhagen, and I was saying it earlier in the stream that even if Cole Palmer doesn't score, he's at least coming close. He's forcing a save from the goalkeeper, and even now his shots are either wide or they're getting saved easily. So it really shows that there's something really not going on well with it.
Yeah. It is what it is. Unfortunately, he'll get over it. And he was still a very, especially those first sort of 10, 12 games, he was still very, pretty much the Palmer. He had a couple of games off, but the rest of the other 8 to 10 games, he was really, he started off as pretty much from last season. So it's not like he hasn't done it this season. So he did it as well at the start of the season. So he was one of the main reasons we were on that great run as well. So yeah, look, he's done it this season as well, which is good to see that he's sort of done it as well. But so it's not just last season and then nothing this season. So at least that's there as well. And that's why I think he'll come back around and he'll be just fine. He'll get it along there. Come on, boys, we need to score this first goal.
It's been a bit back and forth. I mean, I'm not really surprised that this is really happening because when I was listening to the press conference that Ruud van Nistelrooy was talking about in terms of them, he kept saying that he watched the Copenhagen match. He saw what Copenhagen did to really keep Chelsea at bay until they started making mistakes. So I mean, I guess he's saying, okay, let's try to have a very deep line, and when they're out of position, try to hit them on the counter. That's basically what they're doing right now. They're trying to defend very deep, and I have to give that to them. That's one thing that he's been able to do with them, try to get them to defend as a unit, defend deep. But as you said earlier, we are getting into the final third. We are getting to the box, but then they find a way to clear it or get the ball back. So yeah, we need a goal. My prediction is out the window so far because I said 3-0. It's still possible. The game is still in its early stages, but I don't know. 3-0 seems like a bit of a stretch right now.
Yeah, look, more like a 2-0 or 1-0, something like that. Yeah, that first goal needs to go in, obviously. It gives more confidence for Leicester. The longer it goes, they'll just get even lower block and they'll continue shut it up completely and try to get a point because they need points. So
yep,
we'll wait and see. They haven't been they've been defensive, but they're still coming out when they're attacking. So, and we've caught them a couple of times, but because they've got nothing to lose. They have to get they need to win, basically. They need to try to get out of the relegation because there's no point, even if they're going to just pick up 1 point, they're not going to get out of relegation. So the last few games, they've really tried to attack some teams, and it's not worked for them. They've really been caught
yes,
out.
come on, get a goal finally. Woo!
Finally.
Jeez, man. Oh wow.
Look who it
finally,
is again.
Man.
Look who it is.
Kukureya.
A left back.
Kukureya.
Wing, sorry, he's basically left wing.
Wow, man. Wow. It had to be that left-hand side, man. When before the match started, I was saying that that side would be the important side with Sancho 100%. and Kukureya and the link up and all that.
That is the important side because he's always gonna overlap, and Nkunku's gonna attack in the middle, and they'll give him that extra space. So yeah, very important.
Oh, phew. Finally, man. Finally get the goal. Ooh, okay, now I can relax. It's also half time in the Chelsea women's match. Half time now. So for the next 15 minutes, I guess I'll focus on the men's match until the women's match resumes. Well, that's a good goal. I don't know what's going on. This thing is, I don't want to be copyrighted. I don't know why the audio just came out of nowhere for what I'm watching it on.
And all he had to do was shoot.
Yeah, that's a good goal. Good goal, man. Enzo pass, Kukureya from outside the box. First we saw, it reminds me of the James goal, right? Around the same area,
yeah,
same side.
Very similar.
Yeah, I love it. Finally, and I'm happy that they're taking shots from outside the box. I love that because I keep saying, stop trying to work the ball into the box and make it seem like you're trying to work the ball right into the net.
I agree,
I love
man.
that. Take more shots outside, man.
We need to test the keepers more. Shoot at them. Shoot.
Yeah. So that's wonderful. And I'm happy for Kukureya, man. He's having a good season and I'm loving that he's scoring more goals. This is the Kukureya that I wanted to see. He didn't score a lot of goals for Brighton, but when he did, it was very important. So it's very good, man. And let's see what happens here. 1-0. Let's see what will happen.
Yeah, look, he's adding the goals and assists now. He's literally, I think he's up there for player of the season at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah. Big up to you, Tobago. Cuckoo. Yeah, it had to be Kukureya. Had to be Kukureya.
Big up Tobago. Garvin's there as well. Big up Garvin.
Yeah. Right. Hit the like button. Yeah. The numbers have dropped because I guess the thumbnail was so good that people thought they could actually watch the match here. So uh so about at one point it was like 50 people were watching, and then when they realized that, oh, it's not, I can't actually watch the match here, they
Are
left.
you linking it to X as
Because
well or not?
no, I haven't upgraded yet. If I upgraded it, then I know for a fact that more people would be watching for sure.
Yeah, it's probably a
Um,
good idea. We were on Tobago's the other day when we did a show, and he had when we did the watch along last week against Southampton. Southampton, or I can't remember, or Copenhagen. Anyway, we had 1,500 people on X watching with us.
wow,
Yeah, can you believe it?
wow.
We were like, oh, what the
Wow.
hell? It was like, damn, we got to keep talking. We got to, we got to invite him to come to YouTube. But it's good because, I mean, he's got quite a lot of followers. I've got a lot of followers. You've got quite a lot of followers. So I think you should definitely link it to the X because it'll show up quite a lot. And it'll bring, even if you bring 10 people or 20 people for a game, it's a big difference. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in all fairness, I mean, so this stream has, all right. So about 4 people have subscribed because the subscriber count has gone up from this. But as I said, because of the thumbnail, I think because I used a picture that really gave the vibe that, okay,
Yeah.
you can watch the women's match, watch the men's match. Because about an hour before the match started, like 50 people were waiting. I was
Yep.
so shocked. So, man,
Look, a lot of people can't get coverage like they don't mind just watching it like having the screen like that and just seeing what's happening and people talking and that. They don't mind that. It seems like it's becoming a little bit more popular. So yeah, I definitely make sure you link it to your X. Try to upgrade and link it to the X if you can. Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking about upgrading this month because the funny thing with StreamYard, it always says, "Are you sure you don't want to link it to?" It always, every time I'm about to do a stream, it always, and I'm linking it to say streaming on YouTube. It says you have another account that you can link it to. Uh, every time they're very adamant that I upgrade, so I'll see where it works, and it also comes with more features. I will be able to get rid of the StreamYard watermark up there, and I can use my own logo and all of that. So
Correct. Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah, much better. More features.
So-
a lot more features. Yeah.
yeah. So,
But I
alright,
think
so substitution here.
yeah, ask Tobago because I think I do have the blue tick on I can't remember if you have a blue tick on X.
No, I don't have it yet. I had it for a month, and then it started to get a bit tight, so I had to cancel it because
Okay, yeah.
I
think
love
I think
love
if
it.
you have that,
I love-
you can link it as well. I think something like that.
Yeah, and what they've I know is that if you're verified, you have a strong chance of getting funds from that. You get monetization from there as well with engagements. If you get a higher engagement, so as you said, if you link it, and you said with Tobago show you got 1,800 people watching, that level of engagement can get you revenue if you know how to ensure that the engagement stays there. So yeah, and obviously you can tweet, you have more characters to tweet and all of that. So yeah, it's a good feature. It was good, but as I said, the funds weren't there, man, so I needed to to cancel it. But I'm gonna definitely upgrade on both front. I said 2025 was a different year, and in order for the channel to really grow, reach more people, I'll have to invest a bit more.
Come on.
A project like this needs investment. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow, that's a close one, man. At least we're getting, the moment, you can see the momentum is growing now. That goal, as the confidence is starting to rise. That's a good chance there.
Yeah, Leicester's
I mean,
opening up as
I
well.
mean, yeah. So I think they've started to implode. So I guess my prediction is, it's not out the window. It's still early. Can still get 2 more goals, but I'm not going to be greedy. Just get the win. It doesn't matter. It could be ugly at this point. And one thing I didn't mention as well is that we've benefited from the teams in and around us to some extent dropping points. Well, one team such as that is like Man City, obviously Nottingham Forest are third, 51 points, I think. So if we win, we go ahead of City, so that's a positive thing. Top four is still a possibility. Not really sure if you get fifth place, if Champions League is there,
It is.
that's still
It'll be Champions League. Yeah, it will be.
yeah. So, let's see. Hopefully we don't concede though, because I don't know, man.
Yeah,
That's the
hopefully.
biggest concern. We get the goal, but we concede. So we
Yeah,
need a
because we're
second,
still
man. We
open.
need
We're
a
still
second.
going for the second goal, so we're still a little bit open.
Yeah. So hopefully we try to get the second and we get it. I don't want to see what happened against Copenhagen. We get 2 goals and then it's, I don't know that I don't know if
Yeah,
we were relaxed and then we started
lapse of
doing a whole bunch.
concentration. Yeah.
Come on, 3 people watching now. I need to check the likes. Because yeah, that's the thing, I've always tried not to say like the stream, because it gets annoying to constantly hear that being repeated. But well, okay, the likes are not bad. 10 likes could be better. But I
Yeah, you just gotta
guess
check when
in a
new people are
sense,
joining. You just check when new people are joining, then you gotta say it because people just forget. To be honest, I've forgotten many times.
yeah, because
People just
sometimes people
forget.
just come on and do it. Yeah. All right, not bad. The views are not that bad. I mean, I don't really do watch alongs on the channel, so I mean I think this is the third watch along I've done on the channel. First one
I
was
can't remember
Arsenal
doing.
versus
I can't remember you doing watch-alongs. Yeah, I can't remember. A long time.
so
I can't remember.
yeah. The second watch along, the Chelsea women is Aston Villa, and that got a good amount of views. Got like 1,800 views, so it's not bad. I mean, this is a drop off, but I'm not complaining. At the end of the day, it's not really something I really do. So, but it's at 200 views currently, so still
That's
enough
good.
time for it to get more. Yeah, and it's very 250 now. Wow, this is, I'm telling you, people are coming in, and then when they realize that they're not able to watch the match here, they
They
jump
do that a
off.
lot.
So
Yeah.
it'll go, yeah, it'll go up. The thumbnail will attract people. So yeah.
Come on, boys, get another goal.
All right, corner. See what if they can do anything from this. Right, Sancho is on the right hand side now. Interestingly.
Yeah,
By
look,
the way,
I prefer him on the right hand side. I think he's a much better player on the right hand side.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is with Neto too. I think Neto does better on that left hand. Well, that's me. Sometimes he looks good on the left hand side. He can do a lot as well. Right hand side, but sometimes if you put him on that left hand side, he's able to do a. The funny thing is, Sancho and Neto, you'd have to play either one of them on the right, and if you want to play both, you have to put one on the other side. I think I'd probably switch Sancho to the right and play him there from the start instead and see what he can do, because cutting in on the left foot, obviously it's common knowledge. It makes it easier for you. You're able to do more to get beyond players easier. Wow.
Yeah,
very aggressive. By the way, what had happened to Neto? Because I missed of it. I saw that he had a figure on his head. What happened?
Just a head-to-head clash. That's all. It was a head-to-head clash. On the first 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I think. It just a head clash with one of the defenders. He's got a headband as well. Fayez at the back.
That's the goalkeeper. The defender that looks a lot like David Luiz.
Exactly. Yeah.
When I saw him at first, I thought it was David Luiz, and then I realized, wow, I thought.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Palmer coming off. Wow.
Oh, Tyke, George, and Chalaba. Wow, that's interesting.
Shalaba, I'm expecting because, or better, I'm expecting because Fofana's not going to play 90 minutes, but Palmer coming off, that's a big one.
Yeah, but I guess he looks very disappointed. Happy for Fofana. Fofana. I mean, it's good for Fofana against his old team. It's good to have him back. Well, what do you say performing this match?
He did okay. He's done all right. He didn't really make a mistake or anything too bad. Nothing. He was pretty solid. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah, yeah. Palmer looks very disappointed, man.
You think he's
It's
disappointing?
unfortunate, man. Yeah. Well,
What do you mean? Why?
I'm not that type. There's getting more game time though. It's good, man.
Come on, get it out. Why isn't this working? 1 sec, I'll be right back. Sorry.
Right. All right. Okay. Well, second half for the women's match is about to start as well. Still 0-0. Adobe Women's FA Cup quarterfinals match. I'd say share this stat as well. Chelsea women are the only team with well in the top 5. I can't say in all leagues because I don't know all the leagues. But in the top 5 leagues, the women are men. They're the only team to be undefeated in all competitions, which is tremendous. They're having their Jabi Alonso season. They're Bayer Leverkusen Jabi Alonso season. I mean, it's good. Good place for Emma Hayes. She's and Emma Hayes. No, not much of a team that tries to butcher teams. More about being conservative and all that. Oh, what a shot there, man! Ooh, wow. The City started trying to look the imploding.
Yeah, sorry, back. Sorry, just had to do something. What's the score in the women's?
It's still 0-0, no goal yet.
Still
Second
0-0,
half is
okay.
about to kick off.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Damn. It's like Ndidi. So funny, man. Yeah. How old is Ndidi? Isn't Ndidi like 25, 26? I could have sworn when he joined Leicester he was 21 or something like that.
I think he's a bit older now. Yeah, I think he's. I can't remember exactly how
Oh,
old,
it's
but I think
28.
he's.
He was 28.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
older.
right. Because
Yeah.
he was when he joined. Hey, whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what. Well, most likely they're going to get relegated. So, but he stayed last time as well. So I have no idea why he's not moving. I don't know. He's not really that high up on people's list. It looks like it.
Yeah. I think the thing is he's somewhat of he's an injury prone player as well, because he's had a lot of injuries, especially this season, last season.
Yes.
So that's one thing as well. Oh my word, man! It's the same old story, man. Get into the final third, get into the box, and then I don't know. It's weird. Can't get the ball to the back of the net. Guess I have to probably take more shots. It's a good pass in there. Is that Casado? Yeah. Okay, so I guess he doesn't need it for the second half. Wow.
Yeah. Look, yeah, they don't. They just turn sometimes, and they've got a shot. They don't take the shot. Just shoot a bit more. I want to see a bit more shooting.
Yeah. All right, for the women's team. So Vika caps off. Is off. Everything kind of also on. So still 0. 2 minutes into the second half.
How are they
Chelsea.
playing? Because I can't watch it at the same time, obviously. So how are they? Are they should be at 1 up, 2 up, or are they? It's pretty even.
Well, the thing is, it's a little both teams. The funny enough, both Chelsea team are basically the same. You know, they're the ones that they keep on attacking, but when they get to the final third, they're either shooting wide or the goal or the defend. The Crystal Palace are defending deep. Both teams are actually doing well in terms of creating chances. Just about they can't get beyond the defense in terms of scoring.
Just that
But
final
yeah, I
phase,
think they're
that
gonna get a
final.
goal soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, the final third is the problem, and they've been having that problem for the last 3 games. The matches have
I
been
think
very
that's supposed to do with the
close.
striker,
They
not
almost
actually
lost.
having a proper striker there.
Yeah, because the attack. Well, they have a player named Macaulay. She's not really a striker. She's a wide forward. Sam Kerr isn't back yet. Um, Obviously, you know, she was out of the team for I
Yeah,
don't really
yeah.
want to mention because political, but you know, so she's not back just yet. But they have Mario Ramirez. I don't know why she's not starting. I guess, but they have a match in three. Yes, rotating. Yeah, they have Ramirez.
Why isn't
She's
why hasn't Kerr
but
why hasn't Kerr started yet? Or she's training, right? She's been training.
yes, she's training, but because she's been away from the team for so long, like, she's kind of rusty. So she's not in the squad yet, but she's close. Because Bumper says that she's close. She's gonna join team training soon. It's just a case of, you know, because she hasn't been training with the team for a while, and she hasn't had the chance to train because of her situation. You know, she's done individual training, but she's gonna join soon. She's gonna
She's
join
a
team
difference
training
maker.
soon.
Like she'll make a big difference to that team going forward. They're going to be even better, I think.
Yeah, definitely. With Mario Ramirez, Mario Ramirez she's physical, but what you
Physical,
get
yeah,
with
yeah.
her is that she doesn't allow it to be fluid, and you know, she doesn't really drop deep and help with that. She's more of the one that tries to run in behind. So you don't really get that with Sam Kerr. She's able to make anything out of make
Handball.
something out of.
Oh, is that a handball?
Oh wow, that should be a hand. The deflection does not look normal.
They're going to look at it, but let's see if they're going to
Man.
give it.
That should be a handball. Definitely a handball. Yeah, okay, they're checking it.
No,
the
it's not.
culprit is what?
It's not. It's not. He hits him on the backside first, and then the elbow.
Yeah. If they give this, then I'll be pissed. If I was, yeah, no, that doesn't even. That barely touches the elbow. It hits it. It hits this hip more than anything. Yeah, that they don't need to check that, man. That's nothing in that.
No, I think he grazed,
Right,
he hit his elbow after he went off his hip. That's why they put their hand up. But you can't. It's not a penalty.
And his hand wasn't really in an unnatural position per se. It was close to his body, so it would have been harsh. He was given as a
no chance. Exactly. No chance.
Oh, whoa! Hannah Hampton stops that. Crystal Palace almost scored a while ago.
Come on.
Wow.
Tottenham have equalized against Bournemouth. They were 2-0 down, I think.
Wow. So it's, what is it? It's 2-2 now?
2-2 now. That's good for us. Helps a little bit.
Wow. Okay, that helps us for sure. That's the thing, you know. We've been lucky this weekend. We need to start taking. Oh my Lord! Come on, man! You need to get a goal, man. Okay. Free kick to Leicester City. And a Hampton to Millie Bright.
I think you should make us. There's 5 minutes to go, 6, 8, probably 7, 8 minutes to go. I would put another midfielder on there, maybe try to just seal this game up.
Yeah.
What do you think? I would
maybe
Amagu, put Amagu on. Like take Neto off and maybe put Amagu on and just add an extra midfielder and just, hold the possession a bit better, and play it around and just see the game out.
Yeah, and I think okay. I think would probably Enzo's still on the pitch, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Even
So
Enzo
that
can
would
come
allow
off. Yeah,
Enzo to have.
exactly. He can come off, but he's still looking pretty good. He's not. Doesn't look. He's still running pretty well. He's moving pretty well. But Neto is pretty much finished. He's not a 90-minute player. He's pretty,
Yeah,
especially with his head knock as well. Maybe just I'd just add that extra bit of security. Add another midfielder. Enzo can still sort of push forward a bit, and I think just seal the game up.
yeah. Because I think Enzo gets a goal because, well, is it Leicester City? I know Aston Villa. He loves a goal against Aston Villa. Leicester City in recent times he's scored
He's
he
scored as well.
goals
Yeah.
against them.
Yeah.
So I think if you do that, Enzo will have that freedom because he's been taking shots. That's not a free kick, man. Come on.
Yeah, I don't see Neto doing anything anymore. Really, this type of guy, he's pretty much
Yeah.
tired by now. He's been chasing around, running. Yeah, he's finished.
Yeah.
That looks like he's not
So zooming on the
changing
attack
anything
here.
yet, Maresca.
Yeah. Conservative it looks like.
We got Lavia on the bench as well, actually.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that. Right, so okay, so that's not it.
Maybe
Right,
even
so
give
the
Lavia
Lavia
the last
could
10 minutes, just run around a bit,
Yeah,
and he'll really
his
seal
feet
that
wet.
central area, defensive midfield area.
Yeah. Wow, both Chelsea team have been struggling to really get goals today. I don't know. I think Sonia Bumperster will be worried about her team too, because as I said, for the last 3 matches they've been struggling to get goals. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing. They know Sam Kerr's coming back. When Sam Kerr was far from coming, they had no problem scoring goals. Everybody was firing on all cylinders. Now, they hear she's coming back. I don't know, either they're complacent or feel okay. Nobody to score
Well
as much
done,
goals
Neto
anymore.
putting in the hard. Yeah, Jesus, he's running a lot. He might know he's coming off maybe because he's just sprinted all over the pitch everywhere.
So George did the defensive well. All right, my coming on for Chelsea women as well. Yeah, Ajibiva Jones taking on. Yeah, as you said, Neto's really he's doing the defensive work. I love that. I love that. That's one thing unfortunately we don't get with Madueke. Dropping deep and helping, and that's good. I respect Neto. Neto, he doesn't score a lot of goals, but he offers a lot to the team still. And
Yeah, he does a lot of hard work. He's a hard-working player. He's the only problem with him. He works too hard sometimes, and he wears himself out. So for the next phase of play, he's pretty tired, so he can't give it 100%. It takes him another 2 minutes then to recover again.
Yeah, it's good. It's good and bad at the same time. It shows that he's willing to fight, but at the same time, you can hurt yourself. So you have to know to balance it. Right. Well, looks like it's gonna be a 1-0. Hopefully, maybe we can get a second.
Look,
but
it doesn't matter as long as it's a win. It's good.
yeah. All right. Attack. It looks like Maresca's gonna make a change.
Let's see who, how. Injured. Neto has gone down, has he?
Neto. Look at that. Look at what we talked about. Oh my
I
word.
told you.
Oh, woo! Oh, finally. All right, Chelsea women have just scored. McCarthy gets the goal. 57th minute.
Oh, good work.
Finally. 1-0. So both teams are winning 1-0 now.
Both teams looks like it'll be a very similar game.
Oh no, offside. It's been ruled out for offside.
Oh, no.
Damn. That's the second goal that's been offside. Ajibiva Jones scored one and he was deemed offside.
He's bleeding. Neto's bleeding, that's why. Mm.
Yeah, because that's why I was wondering why he wasn't wearing the the protective headband. I found that weird because if you had a coming together with the head, you should be cautious with that. I don't understand why. I don't know. It's strange to me, but all right. But it's good. At least that's what it is, and it's not that he's picked up some hamstring problem or tired himself out.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's good.
Come on, Chelsea, man. It's unlucky, man. Two outside goals.
But yeah, I probably would have taken him off now. Just be ready for Arsenal game because he's gonna need to be starting against Arsenal as
Yeah,
well, most likely.
yeah, definitely. He needs to start. I'm surprised he started this match though. Nkunku's coming off. Nkunku, Aching Pong. Okay, so I guess bringing on a defender instead of a midfielder. Interesting.
Mm. Which is fine. I wanted a little bit
It's good.
more
We need to.
control. I think it's become a bit end to end. You don't want that in the last 5 minutes,
Yeah,
10 minutes.
yeah. It's similar to what happened at in the week against Copenhagen last week. So you don't really want that to be the case where you're allowing the team because and one free kick, and we know that in terms of defending free kicks, it's not been our best um aspect this season. So
And Kunku a bit, not really involved in the game as much.
yeah. Ooh, shoot.
He's
Damn,
out.
man, this goalkeeper's damn. All right. Oh, Hannah Hansen makes a mistake here. Crystal Palace almost scored. Still 0-0 though.
They need to keep their 100% record. They can't lose.
Yeah, I mean they came very close last week. Was it last week or the week before last week when they were losing to Leicester City as well, and they had to Leicester City was the only team that they've not gotten a win over this season. Well, one of the few,
Why?
I should say, not the only. 'Cause they've drawn other matches. Come on. Oh wow! Look at Neto sprinting. Unlucky, man. Too much weight on that pass. Wow. All right. The energy's coming off for the last few seconds before it.
Well done, guys.
Good defending. I don't like how they are allowing Leicester City to get the chance to be in the final third. That's concerning to me.
Yeah, well, that's what I wanted. Another midfielder in there. That's why. Just shut it up for the midfield. Just shut it up shop a bit, and just
Yeah.
Lavia or Amagu, just bring him on. Uh, Enzo can come off. He's got to play next week as well, so maybe take him off. But looks like he's not going to change anything.
Yeah. Is Madueke on the bench?
No.
Or he's not on the bench? Oh right, no, he wouldn't be on the bench, right? Because he's injured. Oh my! You see, I'm so out of touch with Chelsea, man. Oh my word! All right, I'm so out of touch. Right. So yeah, he's obviously unavailable. Lapse of memory there. All right. So that's why Tyreek George came on. I think we should have brought on Lavia. All right. So 6 minutes at a time.
Look, George
We just
Fafama was a
protect.
good sub. I don't mind that. That's good. Let him be fresh
Yeah.
for the next game. Take him off a bit earlier. He wasn't doing too much anyway. But yeah, I would have liked maybe Enzo Fernandez off or Neto off and just put another midfielder in there.
All right. There's a stoppage in the women's match. Literally
I think
injury.
Enzo Maresca gets so into some of these games. I think he's so into it, he forgets to make the sub sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's actually, people think it's not common. It's actually very common. People think it doesn't exist, like it shouldn't happen because you got assistance, you got that. But no, it actually happens pretty often. People just don't realize because it's not, but it does happen.
I mean, does it sometimes? Sometimes it makes like one substitution too, or none at all. So and that's the thing, you know, when you're so focused on a match, so you sometimes
Exactly,
forget
yeah.
that okay, maybe there's some changes here. Freshen up
And
the
especially
team.
when it's
You
more end
just
to
want
end
to
as
get
well.
away.
And there's coaches forgot. When I used to play, used to tell me so many times, "Oh shit, I should have taken you off 10 minutes. I forgot." Like they just simply forget because they're so into the game, or a goal happens or something happens, and they just forget. And it's like time flies at that time when you're into the game, and it's like really close at the end.
I'm not
And that's where
liking how
assistants,
comfortable
really the assistant managers should actually tell them. They actually do tell them, but the coaches usually are like, yeah, 1 minute, give me 1 minute, and then 10 minutes later he's like, oh yeah, okay.
Come on, last couple of minutes now. About 90 seconds left. Come on, get a goal. Oh, what? Let's speak about getting a goal. Only James get a goal. It's 1-0 Chelsea, and that is definitely not going to be offside now. Beautiful by Lauren James. 1-0 Chelsea women.
Oh,
Crystal
well
Palace
done.
nil.
Good girls.
Lovely goal. Beautiful strike. Wow. Right-footed strike. Goalkeeper couldn't stop that. Slapped right into the back of the net.
So it is going to be a 1-0, hopefully, both.
Yeah, hopefully.
Come on.
It will be nice.
On,
Nice. Tomorrow's the anniversary of Chelsea. One is the 20 years of Chelsea. But lovely both teams get the win.
yeah, perfect.
Most likely.
Oh, we still got a couple of minutes to go.
90 seconds left. Well, 60 seconds rather. Okay, now I'm starting to see some momentum from the Chelsea women. They get the goal, they're going all guns blazing now. Another chance, their goalkeeper had to stop it. Yeah, I like that. Similar to what the Chelsea men did. When they got that goal, they went all out attack and then they just fizzled out. All right, last 30 seconds now. All right, yellow card. Who just got booked? Yeah, look at them. They're wasting time now.
Yeah. The Portuguese and the Argentinian.
Oh yeah, funny.
They know how to do it properly.
It's wasting time, man. Look at it. Look at that, man. They're taking out 3 players all at once. Oh my word. Yeah, keep the ball in their half. One last attack here.
Look, another important point, I think, Caicedo, you didn't get that yellow.
Yeah, fine. That's wonderful because we need for the Arsenal match. All right, here it is, confirmed 1-0 win. All right, now the Chelsea women team are trying to get a second here. Oh, shoot, Erin Cuthbert. Ooh, wow, just played. Almost. But there it is. Fantastic 3 points. That's good. That was very important that we get the 3 points now. What's the status of the Spurs match? Has it ended? Oh, it has. Oh, it's a draw. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So
they drop points as well. So
yeah, perfect. This is good.
Good day.
This is good. Look at the table.
Damn, Enzo should have had a goal. That last shot, he should have scored.
Yeah, it's unlucky, man. And he ran in. He wanted to. He continued his run. That's a good stop by the goalkeeper. I have to give that. I like the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is a good one, but they celebrate at the end. Wow. Oh my! Look at the celebrating. Oh, whoa! Wow! Yep. They celebrate like
even though it's Leicester, they know it's important. They're going in fourth, but there's also a gap. There's a bit of a gap to the others, a little bit more.
Oh, the way they select, you'd think that like we just got 10 points clear. Like, just look at that.
They quieted down.
It
It was just that 30 seconds, and then that's it. It was just that 30 seconds initial, and the rest is all good now.
Look at this celeb, my lord. Yeah, this is hilarious. I get it. We needed the win, but this is kind of dramatic. They celebrate like the 10 points clear at the top of the lead. No, this is...
No, it wasn't that bad. No. I think it was only that like 30 seconds after the whistle went. But yeah, now they're good. It's just back to normal. I think they realized maybe, but yeah. A little bit there for that 30 seconds, a little bit.
Yeah, they're clapping. You're going to clap the fans now. Good, man. Fair enough. Fantastic. Happy. Got 3 points. That's all that matters. Fantastic. Happy with that.
Yep.
Yeah. So what do you say about the match now? What do you think about the match?
Look, we were on the front foot most of the match, had the possession again. Yeah, struggled a little bit up front. Even in that sort of 10 position there, even though we had Nkunku sort of pushing into there, Palmer there, we didn't really create too much from there. So yeah, look, we deserve the win. Definitely, we definitely deserve the 3 points. So that's clear. We were the better team. So that's
yeah.
You know, that's it really should be 2-0 if Palmer penalty. But yeah, look, deserve the 3 points. We move on. This is like, you know, back 5-6 games ago when we weren't playing that well. You know, like this game we would have drawn. It would have been a draw. So sometimes you need that. When you're not playing the best at your best, sometimes you get the results. It's good. So yeah, you know, a little bit of luck, which is good. We need that. But overall, we deserve the win anyway. 3 points. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with that. Back into fourth.
Yeah. Yeah, back into fourth, top 4, and it's good because we as it stands. Well, it's not as it stands. I think for this match, they will remain in top 4 until we'll see what happens next week. Well, not next week. This weekend, this coming weekend. But yeah, it's good. It's good. We pounced on it. Other teams around us dropped points or.
Yeah, Bournemouth gone. They've been kind of fallen off now quite a bit because of that. You know, so Aston Villa, they're a bit off now, and they got a game on top of. We've got a game on hand of them as well. Brighton, a little bit of good form recently, but you know they're not going to be consistent. They're not going to keep that up. So, Man City again, the same. Even us, we're not going to keep it up perfectly because we've got a bit of a tougher game, but it puts us in good position. And yeah, we've got a little bit of probably a 4 or 5 point gap for that, even if in that 5th position for the champion, the other 5th, because Champions League will be most likely that 5th. Pretty much, I think it is, and pretty much confirmed anyway. Pretty much. So yeah, 4th to 5th is fine for me. I'm happy with both. That's an improvement from last season. You know, it's Champions League football. It's an improvement, and we're heading in the right direction. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. So 2 points. So 2 points separate both 4th and 5th and 3rd and 4th. 1 point separates 5th and 6th. 1 point also separates 6th and 7th. This season.
Villa's got an extra game. They already played 29. They played more.
Yeah, so they have a game in hand over Brighton, Chelsea, and City. So even that could expand if Aston Villa don't get a win in the next match.
Yeah, look,
but the thing is,
from 9th Newcastle till us 4th, I actually till 3rd. I think Nottingham Forest are gonna end of the season now. They'll slowly. They might start slipping up as well, you know. So they had a bit of a bad run, a couple of losses, a draw. Big win over Man City. I was actually surprised they beat Man City. I thought that would probably be a draw or maybe Man City getting across the line. So they were a bit lucky that with 30% possession, they scored a goal and they won. So, you know, they did well. But yeah, I expect them to drop.
Agent Hudson-Odoi. He's one that got the goal.
Look, they did what they had to do. Simple as that. Like, even though Man City had a lot of goals, chances and 70% possession, it is what it is. They wanted to at least get a point, but they got all 3 in the end. So but I think they won't go on winning continuously to the end of the season. I think they'll drop some points as well. So, yeah.
Yeah. The City match proved it. Because if City didn't miss those chances, they would have probably lost.
Yeah.
But you know, luck,
Exactly.
sometimes when you get lucky, you get lucky. Well, yeah, let's quickly look at the stats. About 18 minutes left plus added time before the women's match ends.
You got man of the match.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you've seen it. Did you see who got man of the match at all?
Let me
Enzo Fernandez?
Let me see if it could be him, you know, because in all fairness, he was very important for the goal. If Kukurea got the goal, I would got the man of the match. I wouldn't complain. But
my stream cut off at the moment, but I saw right at the end they were showing Enzo Fernandez. So I'm like, did they give it to him? I'm not sure. That's why I don't know.
Let me see if I can see who it is. It's between Kukurea and Enzo.
Enzo, yeah, probably them two, yeah.
Let me see if anybody has anything on X about it.
That's what I'm trying to look for as well. Can't see it yet.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right now.
People are saying, yeah, Caicedo, Cucurella, Enzo, top three, but which one got the...
Yeah.
Oh, Tebego saying his man of the match is Pedro Neto.
All right, this is a beautiful moment here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that says if he got it or not. Probably, most likely it's him though. Probably him.
Yeah, no, I can't see anything anyway. Yeah, haven't they decided yet?
A lot of people are saying it's either Cucurella, Enzo, Pedro, or Tosin.
That's later, yeah.
Okay, somebody's joining. Who's that? Bobby. You got Bobby? How are you doing? It's been a while.
What's up, guys? It's been a while, yeah, but you
Bobby.
haven't streamed for a long time.
Yeah. It's been like what, probably a month and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's all good. Look, guys, you know, the only thing great about this is the results. Apart from that, I just feel that here on in, the whole squad planning needs to be done correctly from the beginning of the season. You know, you don't have a squad that is strong in depth and prepared to compete at the beginning of the season and then in January destroy it. There's going to be all sorts of excuses coming up. Oh, this player wanted to go, this and that. I don't buy that. One, I don't listen to noises like that from people under contract. And two, I think the manager has to be blamed because he had ample opportunity to get these guys all at least participating in the Premier League, but he refused to do it. So, you know, now we have a crisis. We have no striking options as such. You know, he's having to be very inventive with the little we've got because he's got nothing. We've lost effectively 5 strikers. Noni to injury, Jackson to injury, Gui to injury, Modric to stupidness, and the backup that we could have had, at least in terms of offensive qualities, in João Felix, you've sent him away. So we're struggling. And I think today, from somebody that had to listen to the match without seeing the match, I
Ah,
think
you
it
didn't even
showed.
watch it. Ah, yep, yep.
No, I couldn't see it. There was no outlet, and
Nothing on English. Yeah, in English TV. Yeah.
yeah, and not just that. Even when I tried VPNs, I was getting into situations where they were wanting to charge me money, and I thought, screw this. It's just one of
Bobby, I
those
sent you
games
the
I
links
couldn't
last
get
time. You
to.
should have just gone where I go. I told you it's free. You don't have to pay nothing. It's just
Send it to
watch.
me.
Is it
I didn't recall
where?
receiving
Yeah,
it
send it
at
to me
all.
too. Send it to me too.
Yeah, please send it because on days like this it would have been useful. I couldn't get to the stadium. I just anyway, it is what it is. I will watch it later. But from the commentary, which fair enough, it sounds like it can't be too reliable.
No,
Because
it's not reliable.
yeah, because you know the way they were talking, it was like we were either heading for a 0-0 draw or risking getting hit on the break. So anyway, so
Yeah.
I'll hear what you guys have to say and learn more about what actually happened today.
Well, it's like what me and Dante was saying earlier. It's a case where, in terms of getting into the final third, that wasn't a problem. Creating chances, we didn't have much clear cut chances. In the early part of the second half, the first half, you could say the same. Obviously, the penalty save. I don't want to say miss because it was on. I don't know.
Mm.
The language is kind of weird to me. I don't know. He
It was a
didn't
good save. It
score,
was a
so I
good
guess it's a
save,
miss.
but it
But it's
wasn't
a
quite
save.
in the
It's a
corner
save.
either.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cole Palmer wasn't confident, so that's one of my biggest concern. And as you just mentioned, Bobby, um, one of the options that perhaps as a false nine or something, or even to play in the Cole Palmer position to really give Palmer that break, because he does not look confident at all. We can't even do that because we have no one realistically. You'd only be a kid. Nkunku, I don't know about playing Nkunku there. I don't
Can
know.
I
Cole
just
Palmer
add a
just have to
little?
play. Yeah, go
I
on.
just add a little comment to this. Yet again, without sounding extremely repetitious, but this is why squad depth is so important. You've got, I think, much earlier in the season, in fact, way back to the time where Dante was saying that he suspected back then. I don't think this is the case. And this was now, anyway, certainly what may have been back then. This was around December time where Dante was actually saying that he thinks Cole Palmer is, nursing an injury. And, like
Mm.
any other player, yeah, play me, play me, play me. But really, it should have been rotate me and rest me. We need somebody who would rotate with him. And that's why I'm praying Esteval Williams is everything it says on the tin. Although I know this kid's going to come here, he's going to need settling in time. He's going to have periods of struggling because he's not even 18 years old yet. But the problem with Cole Palmer is that I think he's over relied on. He's playing too much. There are no other options. And at the time when Jao Felix was here, he was, he may not be as good, but he was good enough to be rotating Palmer and benching Palmer sometimes. And for whatever reason, Maresca refused to use that option. So he does have to have a bit of accountability. Yeah, the kid has lost form. It happens. And, with a young player like that, and of course, confidence will drop. And getting their confidence back to do the things they used to do can be as far away as it is close. By as far away is that, the longer it goes, the worse it will get. And as close is that, even if a goal goes in by the ball hitting his backside, he will suddenly realize, oh, I can still find the net. So yeah, I mean, part of our problems have been self-created, and some of it is just, well, we've got to try and find our way through until we get more injuries back. But another thing I have to say that I personally think, people who have debated this, I think Cole Palmer really misses Jackson. I think Jackson
Oh
is
yeah,
a
big time.
huge part. Yeah, I think it's a huge part of how he plays successfully. And the sooner Jackson's back, the better it will be for Palmer. Sorry to cut in. I
Yeah,
did cut in.
No, it's good.
yeah. Big up TJPT says big up TT and and panel TT. I'll never get over that nickname. A win is a win, but man, that was a tough watch. Yeah, I mean, it was a snooze fest. It was very much boring. It reminded me of the Copenhagen match. It's to some extent,
No,
especially
it
the
wasn't
fact
that
that
bad. Come on.
well, it wasn't that bad. But when I say that, I mean in terms of like the fact that we were giving Leicester City the chance to to have the ball a lot and come at us, and obviously that was something that really led to Chelsea conceding against Copenhagen. But yeah, it was boring, but to some extent in some parts. But there was moments where you just look and you probably could laugh and say, okay, we should have done this instead of that. But yeah, it was a tough watching to some extent. It was very nervy because I kept worrying about if we'll even be able to convert. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we can keep trying to take shots from outside the box, you never know. A deflection could happen. The goalkeeper may make a mistake. Take our shots outside the box. I've said this for so many years. You never know. And we have players that can do it. They just don't do it, and I don't know why. I've never understood it. I don't know if it's tactical, where you try to work the ball into the box sometimes more than trying to take shots, or probably you don't want to waste a chance because you don't believe you will score. I don't know what it is, but the team has the capabilities of doing it. So take more shots outside the box. Anything can happen, and Kukurea proved it. And his goal was similar to Reece James's goal against Copenhagen, as I said earlier. So you never know, and I'm happy that we have defenders who can chip in, and I'm happy with Kukurea. As Dante said, he's definitely a contender for player of the season. So we will see what happens, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a tough watch, very nervy. But yeah, 3 points is all that matters. As you said, a win is a win. And it doesn't matter. You can't always win beautifully and good tiki taka football. Scoring 5 goals, 4 goals. If you get a 1-0 win, you take it and you move on to the next one. All you need to know is that you try to improve on that and try to ensure that you put yourself in a position where you can score more goals so that the game is not as close as it was, and you don't need to be worried about if your opponent scores a goal if you lose all 3 points.
Yeah, pretty much spot on. Yeah, look, the game wasn't quite that boring. It wasn't too bad. I think we were pretty good going forward. We didn't create. We had 20 shots, so it's like it's not peanuts. That's a pretty good on target 7, but that's actually not too bad either. That's probably the average where when we played well, we probably have 7, 8 shots on target and around 20 shots at goal. So it wasn't too bad. We were clicking through the midfield, getting the ball. You saw we got past them quite a lot of times, past their midfield, and we got into the
Yeah.
opposition box. The problem was that final phase, it just wasn't clicking. Palmer shooting wide or shooting up. The other guy's not really shooting, trying to take an extra dribble, which we've seen too much. Cucurella, thank God he had a shot first time pretty much. Took one touch and a shot, perfect. So that was good. Got the goal. So look, we played pretty well. I mean, we deserved the 3 points. Clearly and easily we deserve the 3 points, so that's not an issue. But at this time of season, the points, the games are closer. They're a bit tougher. Everyone's fighting either for relegation. Like I said about Leicester, they got something to fight for. They need basically 3 points each game. There's no point them playing for draws too much. And you saw that, like I said, the second half, they're going to try to go and score. And they were trying. So, it's just, again, us probably quite not being as clinical up front. But overall, I think it was in the right direction. I think much better than Copenhagen. And, 20 shots, 7 on target. Pretty good, just not clinical enough. Final decision making wasn't quite good enough, but hey, we do have some squad players coming back. We've got Lavia was on the bench. It was good to see Fofana play this game. Guy, I think, will be ready. I think if not next game, from what he's training, he started training. He's fully training now as well. So least we got him coming back, even though he's a young kid, but at least he's a more physical striker that we can put up there. He'll help. And Jackson on the way back. Yeah, look, we got some players coming back, so pretty good. We're looking okay. We just need to keep playing and grinding the results out, and we move on to the next one, and that's the Arsenal game. So we'll see how we go there. We've got Lavia back, which will be good. So we will play more defensive. You're not going to see us play offensive like we have against Leicester. You're not going to see that 3-1, 5-1. Basically, you're going to see basically a 4, probably 2, even 3 midfielders. It's going to be very defensive. We've seen Maresca do that before against those teams. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a result, and that's what we need. We need to pick up points now. Just keep picking up points. Even a point's fine against Arsenal. We need to just pick up that point. Don't lose from now on.
Yeah. Anything you want to add, Bobby?
Just want to ask Bobby one quick question before we go, because I think Coach is going to start streaming on Chelsea Perspective. So I have to go. So
I'm going to end this as well because
got my commitments there. I have to go there. Just wanted to ask Bobby. So the Felix situation, Bobby. Yes, I think he's a little bit accountable there, Maresca. He kind of said it himself. But look at it this way. What if Felix was being a bit of complaining in the background, being annoying, complaining that I want to play, I want to do this, I'm going to leave if not, like that. And what if that's the reason that Maresca didn't play him on purpose because of that?
As one thing, I'm always open to that sort of reasonable question when I make my deductions. I think it's something to be entertained, because I'm not there. I don't see what's going on. All we get to see is preview of the outcome. I think he didn't manage it well. We all know Felix is a bit of a diva. He can throw a tantrum. He did it with Simone. I think he's done it nearly everywhere he's been.
Done it everywhere, correct.
Yeah.
And he doesn't help himself. Yeah, he doesn't help himself by moving around. I think he's messed up his career a bit by going to Milan at that time in the season. Now he's not playing well. It's all a god-awful mess for him, and he's coming back.
They've turned on him, haven't they, now, Milan?
Yeah, exactly. He's coming back to Chelsea, and I hope he can find a way to behave himself. But the way the transfers is going, they'll probably sell him, or if they keep him, he has to rotate. But you're right. Maybe that's what happened. But I think for a manager of his supposed quality, and knowing that he actually needed the boy at his best, I felt he could have been a bit more pragmatic in the way he dealt with Felix.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Could have been. But I think knowing just now, watching Maresca's behavior, how he is, the type of guy he is, something like that, he would keep Felix on the bench on purpose. I think he's that type of guy that would do that. I can tell you now. From what I see, his personality and the way he does things, he would do that. He would definitely do that. For me, if I were to bet, I would put it more on that than the other one.
Yeah, I can see that. I didn't really think of that, but you can see his demeanor. He's the type that likes to call your bluff and okay, you want to hold me to ransom? I'll put you right there. You have a front row seat and not get on the pitch. Yeah.
Yep. That's why. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that, but hey, it can be the other way around as well. But if it is, I've criticized him about it. You heard me. I've said it many times. He needs to take Palmer off. Well, this game he came off early, which was a surprise to see. That was a big surprise. I'm not sure if you saw that, Bobby. He came off. Palmer came off 70th minute.
For who?
For Tariq George.
Oh, and that is early for him.
That is very early.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. He needs that. You can't have, if that was a team like Real Madrid, even Man City, even Liverpool, they'll be rotating him like clockwork, because he's not on form. So,
Except
unfortunately. Yeah, but Salah is but even Salah, if he was somebody that wasn't such a lethal finisher, if he kept fluffing his chances, they will certainly rotate him. But it has to happen, and we'll see. We've got a game on Thursday, and then we got the big one against Arsenal. So I don't know. Maybe the Thursday game, if they play him for a few minutes, if he can find the net, he might start to find his boots again.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll play. He'll definitely play against Copenhagen at home as well. He'll start 100%.
All right. Well, at least the positive thing is that I just gone over to coach's stream. The positive thing is that he starts in about 8 minutes because he has his countdown thingy. So
Yep, yep.
at least I have 8 minutes left.
He's always
I'm
late,
gonna,
Ty. You know that. He's late 10 minutes, and then he starts his 10 minutes, and that's 20 minutes late.
Yeah. But if we're all going over there, then we'll all meet there.
Yeah, we'll see you there, Bobby.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I mean, I can't end this yet because I have to. It's a double watch along at the women's team.
Watching
It looks
the
like
women,
it's gonna be 2 1-0 wins. It's gonna be 2 wins. It's gonna be 2 1-0 wins. It appears. They have like 3 minutes left. So yeah, but yeah, it looks positive. They could still get a goal. They're still undefeated, so that's a positive. Good
Do you
replacement
think
for
they'll go
Emma
undefeated all season? Do you think in the Premier League?
Who's this?
The women.
The women's team.
I don't know. I don't really watch women's football. Sorry, that's just me. I ain't into that. I'll see you. I'll see.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining.
Man, Bobby.
Yeah. Right. Well, Lauren James goal, the decisive moment here. They're still trying to get a second here, but they're running offside. That's the one thing that Sonny Bumper needs to be asked about. Why her teams they're so desperate to score. They don't time the runs perfectly and they keep getting flagged offside. Yeah. It's a strange one.
Look, in the women's game, there's not usually that many goals, so you've watched a bit more of it. I mean, I watch pretty much all the extended highlights. I watch it quite a bit as well. I don't watch the full games, but I do watch the extended highlights every game. Usually don't score that many goals in the women's game, not as many. But Chelsea's on pretty much a little bit of another level this season. I think they're gonna go unbeaten, in my opinion. I think they're gonna go unbeaten 100% this season.
I hope so. That would mean that they win the Champions League. The only trophy that has evaded them.
No, I mean in the Premier League.
Emma Hayes
I'm talking about the Premier League. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna do
it is
Premier League.
It is possible. It is possible. Because there is what. Let me see. There's I think they play less matches. They have an international break. They had a national break. So I think,
and I said, with her coming back as well, and that they're just getting to get stronger. So I think, look, even Champions League, I think they'll get very close. But in Europe, it's a little bit different. The football, the way they've played, especially against hit those really good teams in the semi-finals. Look, it'll be tough to win that, but of course they'll have a massive chance to do that as well. But Premier League, I think they're going to go unbeaten. I think they're going to stay unbeaten all season.
Yeah, I mean, there's 6 matches left. It's possible. Okay, that's a key save. Yeah, so there's 22 matches, so they have 6 matches left. It's possible. 6 matches to not win, to not lose rather the last 6 matches. It's not impossible, and I like their odds. The teams that they have to face off against, they are beatable. They have to face City.
City,
so that's going to be a difficult one. But
a draw, maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, and the funny thing is they're going to have to face City 3 times this month. They have to face them in the Women's League Cup final next week Saturday. Then they face them in the Champions League the Wednesday after that, and then the Sunday, the weekend after that after the Champions League quarterfinals leg 1.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Actually, 4 times. They have to face them in the second leg as well, the 27th of March.
Yeah.
Wow, 4.
They beat them earlier in the season, right? 2-0, was it?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And
I remember that game. It was pretty good. They were pretty comfortable.
Yeah, 2-0 win.
Yeah, I remember that. Watching that one.
It's not
like
be
I
easy,
said,
though.
knowing Sam Kerr, yes, she hasn't played for a while, but I'm telling you now, She's hungry. She's coming back. She's got a point to prove, and she's gonna be very hungry. She's gonna,
Yeah,
yeah, you'll see. She's gonna be a beast when she comes back. Especially, these big games coming up. She's a big game player. She loves the big games. She loves that pressure. So she's coming back at the right time.
yeah, she is, and I, the team needs her as well. It would be interesting to see how Lauren James and all the players that have been playing without her there, how they will react, in terms of the fact, because I think she'll walk into the team if she proves that she can return and be the same player, because she hasn't got the
She'll walk
chance
in
to
the
play
team, no
since.
problems. Right?
So
Trust me,
yeah,
she'll walk into that
because
team, no problems.
so yeah, two 1-0 wins. So Chelsea women win 1-0, and the
Perfect.
men's team win 1-0 as well. So it's a day of one, and you put one plus one is two, and one day before 120 years. So they put one and one together. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's important. I
But
think
yeah,
for the celebrations, that's going to help a lot because they're going to have a function and stuff. So it's going to help a lot. Yeah.
yeah. So that's the positive
Positive
part.
vibes.
So yeah. All right. So with that being said, you can wrap it up now. Lauren James getting the winning goal for the women's team, and Marquis Correa getting the winning goal for Chelsea in the Premier League fixture. So the women's team have booked their place in the semi-finals of the Adobe Women's FA Cup. So they'll be aiming to win the lot, win the quadruple. So let's see what happens there. But yeah, they have been able to get a win here, a very important result for them as well. So I'll have to just change the title to reflect 1-0. So Chelsea women 1, Crystal Palace 0, Chelsea 1, Leicester City 0. It'll be easy. Yeah, thank you for joining us, Dante. Big up to Big who was here, Darvan, JPT, the 50 people that were here but they didn't comment. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now. Coach is gonna be starting very soon. The timer is almost up. So
He might put it
yeah.
another 10 minutes.
Anything else? Yeah. Anything else you want to say before I wrap this up?
No, good. Thanks for having me. Great game. 3 points, the most important for both teams, men and women. So the 3 points are the most important. Positive vibes going into the celebrations, like you said. So yeah, very happy. And yeah, we move on to the next game. The big games are coming up. So hopefully we can continue this form.
Yeah. All right. So that being said, I'm gonna say this once more. Make sure that you like and subscribe. The thing is, I'll have to ask Coach how to do the whole redirecting thingy. Because I think people
Yeah.
will watch this after. So if they do watch it, it'd be good to be able to redirect to him as well. Um, I'd have to ask him how to do that. Well, with that being said, ensure you guys like and subscribe. The channel is getting closer to 4,000 subscribers. So that's good. There are around 200 more subscribers to get to 4,000. So slowly but surely getting there. I haven't been able to do much streams. Obviously, with academics and all that, being a university student, it isn't easy to do streams every weekend. Coursework and all that, it doesn't really allow for the freedom to do it. But I'll try to do as much as possible for the rest of the season, both seasons. So yeah, thanks once more for joining, and peace in the next one.
Take care.
In Stamford Bridge where legends play, The Blues march on day by day, from the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands. Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every Blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea Sessions we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. In Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true, in victory and defeat we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you You ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fighting to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. In Stamford Bridge where legends play, the Blues march on day by day. From the academy's nurturing hands to the roaring crowds in distant lands, Chelsea Sessions brings the game to life, with training clips and match insights so rife. We dive deep into every play, where the Blues make history every day. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. Through the highs and the lows we've seen, your spirit remains evergreen. With every pass and every goal, you ignite the passion in our soul. On Chelsea Sessions we get to know the tactics and the players that steal the show. We analyze and cheer with pride for every blue that's side by side. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. From the youth's first steps to the seasoned pros, your legacy eternally grows. On Chelsea Sessions we break it down, following every dribble, pass and crown. Oh Chelsea, our hearts beat true. here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. Oh, Chelsea, our hearts beat true. In victory and defeat, we stand by you, by you. From the men's fierce fight to the women's grace, together we conquer in every place. So here's to Chelsea, both now and then. We'll follow you forever through thick and thin. With Chelsea sessions, we grow as one to 100K. Let's get it done. In Stamford Bridge, where legends play, the Blues march